Wednesday! We finally made it past. We made it to Wednesday, everybody. Did the entire baseball event? No Jades even. Ooh, nice. Hello! Happy Wednesday! We survived for now. Yes, we have survived the Wednesday shenanigans for the time being. We have survived Wednesday, and I'm going to be leaving you guys on a cliffhanger to end all cliffhangers for 2 days, because I guarantee you we are not going to be getting past we're not going to be getting to we're probably at least going to get to the halfway point of this entire patch session. And then I'm going to be leaving you guys alone for 2 days to kind of marinate on that. And then, yeah, that's going to be fun. But yeah. Hello. I had pizza for dinner tonight, and oh, it was massive pizza. There was like enough leftovers for the next like day plus. I have water. I have water on me. I don't have a lot to talk about today. It's just gonna be one of those days. I have nothing to report on the gacha. All I can say is I do probably have a super chat incentive for Saturday. I will announce that right here now. I have a super chat incentive for Saturday, and I'm going to post it on that day because it's only fair. We will see if there are any takers to it, but yeah, that's gonna be fun. That's gonna be a fun one. I'm going to make sure I keep it like I lowball it, because I don't want to like startle anybody. I'll keep it on the low scale for everybody just to make it fair. But yeah, I don't really know what to talk about today. I was a little concerned that the weather was going to like turn sideways, but the weather never turned sideways. So that's good. That just means it might just rain or something. But yeah, I hope everyone's doing well. I hope everyone's doing well, having a good Wednesday, and because we literally got through the major hump of it, and now we're heading right back for the weekend again after I literally spent a nice 3-day long weekend. Oh, is it National Burger Day? Wait, is that a thing? Is it National Burger Day? I get so confused because I get so confused because it feels like every day there's some kind of day for something now, and I'm sitting here very confused because it's like, okay, firing up the grill after work, nice. It just I feel like there's like every day is a holiday. I know, it's crazy. It's like every day there's like a holiday for something. It's kind of like the fan art Mermaid, which is unfortunately coming to an end this month. So sad that Mermaid is almost over. That's like the big. I love art trends too, by the way, that just like random months out of the year artists come together and they say like, let's do Mermaid. Like a lot of creatives do kind of like a lot of fun stuff. It's fun. I love seeing creative trends. It makes me smile. As long as it's within like once a month, creative insanity takes hold and everyone's doing stuff for like May. And then there was May Day, which I wish when was May Day? May Day was on, what day was that? Hang on, hold the phone. May Day was the 2 weeks ago on Sunday. Oh, I would have had to have done it on a Saturday or something because I don't stream on Sundays. If I had done something for May Day, I think I would have also died of embarrassment. That would have been both funny and embarrassing. No, maid cafe. Although, probably thinking about Mighty and a maid. Oh God, no, that'd be too much. No. Zephyr got the brainworm on that one. You would lose it to see Maze Zephyr. Maybe next year. maybe next year, and depending on what day it lands on, maybe I'll do something. Maybe I'll do like a clean up my office stream or something and have like an asset maid dress or something to put on. Maybe. We'll do like an asset maid dress or something. Is there something? I'm curious. I'm going to time jump ahead to... Can I jump ahead? Oh, I can. Let's see. We want May. Okay. So, May Day, as of next year, will end up on a Monday. If my calendar is correct. May Day will end up on the 2026 on a Monday. So, maybe if I remember it at the time, maybe I'll do like a maid day stream where I have like a little maid asset or something. And then I clean up my office and we get to just kind of like have a nice like little bit of a time. I don't know. that might be a bit of a stretch. It's bad enough I am contemplating a hip window only stream. I don't know why, and I am probably going to make that another super chat incentive. That's not the one for this Saturday. Keep that in mind. That one's not the one for this Saturday, but I might do an incentive at some point for a hip window only stream. Maybe I'll make it like a Honkai Star Rail stream, and I don't like my face will not be visible, and all you guys have in front of your face is just hips. Is my hip window. That would be all that would be on the screen. Maybe we'll do like Honkai Star Rail grinding, and we'll call it Honkai Hip Window Day or something. Honkai hips. I don't know. I get a little nervous because I don't forget I've never. That'd be the day. I will put it on. I'll put it as an idea in the back of my head. I'll probably revisit it later, but super chat. The super chat incentive for Saturday is hear me out if you ever do a donathon. Oh, if it were, it would have to be like a supathon for this. Like I think on YouTube, I think they're technically either. Oops, excuse me. I think they're either supathons or they're, I don't know what they're called over here. But they could be called donathons as well. Marathons, donathons. I don't know what you would call them over on the YouTube sphere. But yes, I will hear you out. We are in Zatsudan mode, so I will hear you out for a little bit before we hop into Honkai. I also need to put a game of Sisyphus for a donathon, by the way. That's the one thing. If I ever do a donathon, the game of Sisyphus is on there, and I will let you guys like donate for game time. Like I will put in like a certain amount for like a certain amount of time because explicitly known as rage games. Oh, I was just suggesting certain amount of hip windows. Sure, I'll when it's time for me to get closer to that, when I come up with a proper idea, yeah, we can do that. We'll put up like a hip window only stream or something. For like you get like a certain amount of time for hip window to be available on stream or something. But yeah. But yeah, that's all I'm gonna. I don't really have much I'm talking about. I'm just spitballing ideas with you guys before I have to get into the big game because Zephyr's poor little heart is not gonna be making out of this one alive. I don't think we're making it out of 3.3 alive. Not very well. I'm just gonna say that now. We're probably not making it out of 3.3 without shedding a few tears. For those who love Deglaya, we salute. We put the 07s in chat for her. And by the way, no, that title was not a typo. I was like, thanks, YouTube. Yeah, I know. For now, we 07 Aggie. We 07 the Aggie. But she is immortalized in our party, even though she is temporarily on the bench. Anyway, let's move on before I get too deep into this. Hang on. But let's go before I get too deep into the weeds. I have Ratio on my screen today. I have Ratio being front and center today instead of Aventurine. Look at that. Ain't it so quirky? Ain't that so quirky? It's Ratio. It's his totally platonic business partner. Him. I really do need to gather a thing of like Honkai ships, and I need to put them on a tier list. I'm gonna say that right here and now. I need to like What? I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything. I was behaved. I'm sorry. I like my golden ratio ship. Yeah. But yes, let me just, I'm going to minimize this so that way it doesn't, I'm gonna minimize my studio. If anything happens, feel free to shout at me. But we're gonna minimize that so that way it's not in the way. I'm going to close out of Discord. There we go. Okay, that way we are fully ready to go. In case, so that way we can prevent as much lag as possible. But yes. Brain farted. Hang on. Give me 2 seconds. I got distracted because I was shutting some things off, and then I kind of realized I stopped myself when I was talking about a ship tier list thing. I should look at a ship tier list thing. There's gonna be like a lot of Trailblazer X whoever within obvious reasons. It's just like there's so much. Trailblazer would literally just be shipped with just about anybody. Although let's be honest, I think Firefly X Trailblazer will probably take one of the top spots along with Trailblazer X Casterus. Anyway, anywho, before I get too deep into those weeds, I'm not gonna get into those weeds. Hi, Ratio. How are you doing? How are you doing, Ratio? You doing good? Doing fine? Yeah, okay, you're just ignoring me. Okay, that's fine. I see how it is. I love the fact that I have Dr. Ratio now, and I love having him on my squad. I love having Dr. Ratio on my squad. Ooh, I see shiny. Yoink. See, okay, actually, let me fangirl about this. Look at this man, and look at Amphorius. There is either Hoyo is going to be absolute trolls and say Ratio is from a different Greek-inspired planet, or Ratio is from here. I can finally say that with my whole entire chest. Look at this. He fits the background. Okay. Okay. Sorry. I know. I just like... Well, actually, Xianzhou is based in China. So... Oh yeah, I heard about Yai Miko. I've seen the whole thing about Yai Miko, but until it's completely confirmed by Honkai, by the devs, I'm not going to live on that speculation. But yeah. Yeah, I had to get that fangirling out of the way, but it's like I'm pretty sure they will probably say he's from a different Greek-inspired planet, but like at the same hand, right now, I personally headcanon that he is in Amphorius right now.
Does it really work?
They at least confirmed they're going to be doing one of the third impact planets. I see. I still need to also, by the way, I still need to watch, it's a whole different universe, but by all means. Yeah, okay, that's fair. We will see what the devs pop up with. Right now, I think a lot of us are looking forward to the the Fate Stay Night collab, which I still need to watch. I need to watch Fate Stay Night 0 and the other one that you mentioned. Something about the weapon. Anyway, my brain is having like. Here we go. We're gonna continue the challenge. We're gonna go ahead and get in there. You mean the Genshin anime? No, the actual like Honkai. Did I say Genshin? What? Ultimate Blade Works. That's it. That's it. Thank you, Bubba. I don't. Has the Genshin anime ever been fully confirmed yet, or is that in like on a huge delay still? I still want a Honkai Star Rail one too. What ratio in here? My brain had like an aneurysm like 5 ways to Sunday. Oh really? Wait, really? Huh. All I know is that the Fate. All I know is that Honkai Star Rail is doing a collab with Fate Stay Night, and I've been encouraged by Bubba to watch those two particular ones of the series. So I have like an idea of what's going on before the actual collab in the game for 3.4 comes out. Anywho.
Dunham came back before us.
Oh, hi, Finan.
Well, maybe he's heard something.
Oh, yeah, I forgot Danny Boy's here. Sorry, Danny, I forgot that you existed for like 2.5 minutes. Okay. Watch along. Maybe I can wrangle watch along for a little bit. Let me do a check real quick. 1 second. I want to see. Hang on. How long does Fate Zero last? I am checking because I can only watch anime for so long before my brain starts to melt. I say as though even though I watch Dungeon Meshi. There's both 24 episodes, and episode zeros are an hour. Wait, episode zeros are an hour long? Ooh. Okay, so. Yeah, I might need to get on that like a lot sooner, so it may not happen. Oh, thank you, by the way, for confirming the, for confirming that. I was literally just checking to see how many episodes it was, so that would be 48 episodes. Woo! That one might have to be a watch-along skip for now. I think if we're doing watch-alongs for anime, we'd probably have to find a decent one that's, like, kinda in the early stages, and because, let me be honest, we're not doing One Piece. If I ever say, let's do a One Piece watch-along, I am probably drunk. Anyway, I'm being silly and I'm procrastinating the story because I don't want to be sad. No, Bubba, down. Jeez, you're so silly. The longest watch along ever. Yeah, that would be. I love you guys. You guys are great. Ah, you're back. How is everything? No injuries, I hope? No, actually, I'm perfectly fine.
Don't worry. The cleaners didn't lay a hand on us.
Same problem. Naruto. Well, okay, if I did Naruto. Oh, God. If I did Naruto.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, Ked did a very nice job with my streamer layout. Now everyone can see everything, and I feel less bad for blocking the way. And also, Naruto, it would be like, I would have to cut out a lot of filler. Because, like, the latter half of the original Naruto series is, like, all filler. Oh, God. I remember the Naruto filler days. Anyway. We're getting distracted again.
Lord Kratos, were you in the city when it happened? What exactly went down?
Don't start with the sad music on me, game.
Regrettably, no one knows the details of that moment. Eyewitnesses only saw
What exactly happened with Aggie Kratos? Nice.
It's fine. Just tell me.
Did she... The question is that I've been like stewing over all night is, did she do it on her own volition? That's the scary part, is if she did it of her own volition.
eyewitnesses at the Memorial Palace saw Aglaia fall from the Chrysos air bath.
Yep.
Oh, God.
Well, Hoyo, you are not pulling any punches so far. Congratulations. You know what though? I saw the leaks for King Arthur there. Ooh. Nice. But I'll be honest, Hoyo is not like pulling any punches with dark themes. Like we saw with the Hule arc and everything, but like this is on like a whole other branch of level. Though I do think I gotta thank the Sumeru storyline for opening this up. Because Sumeru from Genshin, I'm sorry, I'm tracking again. I'm sidetracking. I played Genshin up to the Sumeru storyline up until about part 2. Until the end of part 2 of the 3, I think it was either 3.1 or 3.2. I forgot which one it was. It was the one with Nahida and we rescued Nahida. That's all I remember. But and then we met like Kaveh for a brief moment at the very end. But like they did not I think they're not shying away from what's considered. They've shied around the term of death and dying. That's what I'm trying to say. They're no longer like beating around the bush when it comes to that idea. So yeah, I think it, for me personally, on a narrative level, they've been doing like really interesting like storylines in terms of narrative.
She showed no signs of life by the time the Holy City guards approached to check.
Well, I'm not saying about player characters. I'm talking about like just NPCs in general. When they introduced Pokemon game and it's just that. Oh no. I mean, yeah, well they allude to that in Pokemon, and then again, people make that kind of they kind of make that gameplay on their own, and that's with Nuzlocke. Anyway.
They were too afraid to jump to conclusions. After all, she was a demigod who lived for over 1,000 years, the leader of the Chrysos heirs. Most citizens of the city believed that death couldn't touch her.
She might be a demigod, but every demigod has a weakness.
She was pierced through the heart by a uniquely crafted dagger. I saw it for myself. It's one of the weapons carried by the cleaners.
Oh. That's rough. Yeah, that'll do it. I wasn't sure if she was like on that willingly, because the way she had it worded made it sound like she was going to do it before the cleaners had the opportunity to do so. But no, the cleaners obviously seem to have done that. Probably both. It all depends on the perspective. Right now, all we got is like the idea that the cleaners more than likely put the end to Aglaya. She really was assassinated. Because, let's be honest, the other cleaners were literally just around the others just to buy time to keep us away from the main area.
No, that doesn't make sense.
Finan.
The ones who appeared in the grove and those who confronted Don Hung in the Abyss didn't immediately resort to violence. They were just watching and trying to intimidate.
They were also trying to buy time. They were essentially sent to stall us. That's all that it was. I'm sorry, Finan. But they were obviously there to stall. And I say that from my own personal perspective. Groups like that don't just show up unless they are either A, going to try and like divide and conquer, or B, are sent to stall and therefore keep us away from what's going to happen in order to prevent us from, you know, stopping it.
They didn't have any reason nor the courage to attack Aglaya. Perhaps.
Finan, you're denying. I'm sorry, sweetie. I'm sorry, Finan. You are... I feel so bad for Finan, though. Our poor Finan. He's not doing fine. Speculating blindly won't help. Let's go find Lady Treby, as she understands Aglaya's mind best.
I'll stay here to lead the guards and maintain order. Find out what happened, but don't take too long. With Aglaya gone, someone has to take her place and lead Akama.
Oh no, that would mean the Council of Elders is gonna have to do it.
Also, Miss Hyacinth was the one who declared Aglaya dead.
Oh.
You might want to speak with her.
Oh, that's right. Hyacinth was asked. Oh, Hyacinth was asked to go see to Aglaya. Oh, she would know.
Thank you, Lord Crateros.
This hurts. I mean, technically, we don't see the body, but if we know anything from Anaxa's, you know, Anaxa's big grand death, he vanished. He just, his entire physical body just disappeared.
The are empty.
Oh, wow. No citizens feel like bathing after hearing such news. Yeah. But yeah, that's the reason why I titled the stream as it was. I originally had it spelled correctly, and then I changed my mind at the last minute and was just like, you know what? Let's try to be punny about it. And I don't regret being that punny. But yeah. Yeah, we're back all right. Hyacinth, hello.
Hyacinth.
Why did I keep wanting to call her Hyacinth? Ew, puns. Hey, come on. I like puns. Hyacinth.
You're back.
Why do I keep wanting to call her Hyacinth? I don't know why. Maybe I've been hearing someone else pronounce it Hyacinth, and I just like get the bubblegum hair. Yeah, she's essentially what I like to call the bubblegum pink Barbara. We heard from Crateros. Are you alright?
I'm fine. I've been staying close to Lady Treby and Lady Trinan after the incident.
Okay, good. At least Trinan is safe. They were mostly aiming for Aglaya right now.
It's great that you could come back so quickly. They need someone with them now.
And what sucks is the fact that Treby could potentially disappear too, because without the need of the cleaners, because eventually, because of Treby's lifespan, Treby will eventually fade off like Trian almost did. But she was on the verge of that before that happened. Was resurrection? I don't know. if it does exist, we haven't seen it yet. So far, no. And I'll bring up it by the time we finish 3.3. I will, if I am proven incorrectly about my main theories of Amphorius, I will explain what theories I do have at the end. And I will sit down, because I don't have a D&D session this Saturday night, so I will happily sit down and I will have like a small like little after session talk with everybody about that, because I do want to share my theories so far if I'm not proven correctly. Are the two of them holding up?
Not well. After all, we witnessed Lady Aglaya's.
They witnessed it.
moments.
Oh god, they witnessed it too?
I tried to treat her immediately, but even the sky's blessings.
Oh, were they just, oh, they were just that severe?
Declaring her death was the hardest thing I've ever had to do as a doctor.
Oh god, these guys need a hug now. Josh, you are giving it 110%.
Lord Finan, don't push yourself.
Oh
You're
no.
carrying a heavier burden now. Please, don't fall.
It's fine. I can handle it.
I think the fact that we're going to be dealing with Josh Waters literally putting 110% in for this big performance is a little nerve-wracking, because I have a bad feeling I am probably going to cry.
What I've lost is a mentor and a comrade in arms. But for Treeby and Treenan, they've lost a 1,000-year-old bond. Like they're losing a part of their lives. You should rest, Hyacin. You've been awake for a long time, haven't you? We'll handle things from here.
I'm just excited. I am excited to hear the VA, like Finance especially so far, because I think this is going to be basing around a lot around his performances, and I'm excited to hear what he's got to give for it.
Okay. See you later, everyone.
See you.
Next, we should visit Lady Treeby.
God, he sounds like he's about ready to cry already. He sounds like he's about ready to cry already. That's what makes it rough. Right now, Finan and Hyacin need hugs at this moment. Those two need a hug, and probably the Treebies. Our remaining Treebies need a hug too. Because damn. The only one who probably doesn't need a hug is Mighty. Mighty is like all the way in Kremnos, so he doesn't need a hug right now. Here's Squeaky Feet. Who's this? Oh, even the chimeras are gone. Oh wait, that's because we're in a I forgot we're in a scenario zone. Of course they would be gone. Of course the little chimeras would be gone. This is a scenario zone. What am I doing?
Snowy. Little Gray. You're back.
Oh no.
Lady Treeby,
Snowy, don't. Please don't apologize to us.
Oh no. Is Treeby gonna be the one who's gonna be like extremely strong on this?
You went to the grove to prepare yourself for the threats to Akama. You didn't do anything wrong, so don't be hard on yourself. We were always by Aggie's side throughout this long journey, so we understood her thoughts better than anyone.
God. I know she's acting strong right now, but these two need hugs now too, I think.
She knew she wouldn't see the end of the Flame Chase journey, yet she gave everything without hesitation.
I still think
For the future of everyone.
excuse me, sorry about that, Truby. But like, I feel like this whole flame chase journey is such... there is something about this flame chase journey that's still rubbing me the wrong way. That still part of me is like thinking about how Anaxa felt of it. There's just this weird sensation that I cannot like put my finger on. It's fishy.
I know what Aglaya expected of me. Right now, the last thing Akuma needs is a leader wallowing in self-pity.
Oh no, buddy. Oh, buddy.
The scroll over there was entrusted to us by Aggie. She instructed us to hand it over to you when the time was right.
Oh no, does that mean Finan is supposed to be next in line to keep an eye over Akuma now?
I think now's the right time.
Okay, I'm not crazy. I am hearing the sounds of the chimeras making their little feet noises in the water. But I think that's just the way that this is set up because we're technically still in the city. We're just in a scenario zone. I can still kind of hear them pattering around, but they're just not visible. But yeah. Nameless recollections. Golden threads frayed at the fringe of an era. The posterity took up these sentiments formerly hanging on its web. The tragic news had heard during your travels. Head to the book to write it down. Right, yeah, right now they're kind of invisible. Bonk. Ratio delay reactions always... The ratio delayed reaction is never not going to be funny. Comedy.
Finan, my humble student, my trusted colleague. As I write this, you are locked in a battle of words with the Council of Elders, fighting for the survival of the flame chase journey on a battlefield where the smoke of war is invisible. I deeply regret.
Oh, hi, Aggie.
I feel guilty for hastily pushing you and the Trailblazer into the debate. But please forgive me. At that moment, I could not afford to show any sign of weakness before you, as it would have crushed your morale.
What weakness, Aglaya? You don't... do you really... Maybe she does show weakness underneath all that.
I considered the debate a routine affair, assuming I could win merely with the support and experience we'd accumulated over centuries. But I underestimated kindness and her party's cunning, and also the deterioration of my own senses.
You know, sometimes I do forget that Aglaya is actually blind. I don't know why. It's because the way her eyes are, I always forget that she's technically blind.
The trap was likely set by the debater Calictus. He had prepared a severed golden thread in advance, revealing it to the public when kindness was faltering in the debate.
Oh.
He claimed I was reading everyone's thoughts with the golden thread to cheat in the debate. I could have countered that low tactic in 100 ways. But my words slipped out before I could even think about them.
Oh, so he thinks he's cheating. Hi, Sylvest. So they thought they were trying to persuade them to think that she was cheating by using her threads.
With deceitful scoundrels like you in the crowd, I have no choice but to rely on the golden thread to keep watch over everything in this holy city. You can imagine the reaction that comment provoked. At that moment, I felt my time was running short. The divinity in this body might be eternal, but that is not the essence of me. I am a daughter of humanity, born of my mother, and I will die as a human.
I keep having to forget that they, technically speaking, are human born, but they get the blood of divinity as time. I forget that they're technically human born, that their demigod status is only when they take on the core flame. I genuinely forget that part.
Realizing that my humanity was fading, I began to plan my exit. What kind of departure would not waste such a belated death? I have yet to find the ideal answer. But I knew I couldn't simply fade away in my sleep like anyone else. The serpents have always lurked in the darkness, terrified of their heads being cut off by the golden thread. If my departure were to be calm and uneventful, it would only lead to a swarm of those serpents emerging from their nests. Regrettably, a peaceful death is a luxury I cannot afford.
So it had to be a spectacle.
I must feign weakness deliberately to make those serpents lose patience and act rashly. Just as they think they've struck and sunk their fangs into my heels, that's when I'll strike back, igniting the final blaze to burn away the threats hidden in the shadows.
So it might be a combination of both of what happened. They still attacked, but she could have also have taken it into her own hands and also made a huge spectacle of it because it was in a very public location.
The blaze soaring into the sky might sow fear and confusion, but I have no worries about people losing their way. After all, Alchema still has you to guide them, Finan. You're not perfect, Finan. I've witnessed your confusion, recklessness, and deep sensitivity, dawn after dawn. The heavy burdens of your past have always weighed you down, inflicting deep pain. Yet, in your way, you are perfect. You embrace everyone's imperfections, always ready to find the precious qualities hidden beneath their rough exteriors. Unconditionally.
Finan's just a sweet bean. I love Finan. I adore his character. He's just a sweetie, and it's like, I feel bad that this is all happening to him, but he's a sweetie.
That might be what sets our Sky Father Kefili apart from other deities. They recognize the imperfections in their creations, yet still choose to shine their light on them, offering protection with unconditional love.
Martyr, yeah, supposedly will, if this is to be believed, and my idea is supposed, this is just what I'm just saying off the top of my head, is like a suggestion, but yeah, technically speaking, I think she did in a way want to martyr herself for this.
Finan, while you zealously pursued strife, believing it
But
to be your
I don't
destined
know.
path, from the very beginning, my thoughts have never changed.
Oh.
You are the destined world-bearer of Emphorius, the gate to Emphorius's future.
Future, huh? I'm sure it's a great future, not with my theories.
Go, complete the flame-chased journey of the prophecy, ignite the stars, and inspire hope in the hearts of humanity. I will be waiting at the end of the West Wind, looking forward to the miracle you will create.
End of the West Wind, huh? Buddy.
Aglaya, how could I possibly be worthy of the burning torch you've passed into my hands?
Oh, Finan, don't start doing that. Don't do that, Finan. You're doing great, Josh. You are doing fantastic, by the way.
Dalung, can you do me a favor?
I love his performance so far as Finan. He's doing so good. Whatever I can help with, just say the word. Sorry, my foot's getting balanced.
Please deliver a message to Lord Krateros. Have him gather the Holy City guards and the Kremnoans to spread the word from door to door. At the lucid hour tomorrow, Finan will speak at the Marmorial Palace.
Oh boy, he's going to literally put himself in the spotlight next.
urge everyone who has concerns about the Holy City's future and the Flame Chase journey to attend this gathering. Tell them Aglaya has left Amphorius the seeds of hope.
Oh, fine. Understood.
Thank you.
Hey.
It's been a harrowing day for everyone. Please make sure to rest well and collect your thoughts. I need to prepare.
Oh, hey. Hey, big guy. Fine.
Cartonis,
Hey, Cartonis. How are you?
what brings you to Marmoreal Palace?
Yay, welcome.
I plan to get everything settled before coming to see you. Is there something urgent, Cartonis?
How are you holding up? I wanted to see.
I forget he also speaks in like somewhat of a Yoda-like language.
Better than I expected, you seem.
Oh.
There's no room for doubt anymore. It's time to take action and show everyone that the leadership of the Chrysos heirs is still strong.
Yeah, and we're down to how many more Chrysos heirs do we actually have left? We have Hyacinth, we have... Hope they get Dunhung a voice in. I know. It's all... Like, I'm not gonna... I'm not at liberty to talk about, like, anything that's going on behind the scenes or anything. We'll just have to see what happens.
Right. Your assessment is... Now, here. Take this.
Ooh. Ooh.
Is this it? You've completed it.
Oh my god, he's got a fancy blade.
Dawnmaker. The name I've chosen for it.
Ooh.
Before dawn, prepare for battle. For tomorrow, wield your sword. Befits your stature, it does. Chrysos heir.
It's very pretty.
Dawnmaker. Unbelievable. You've never seen that black-clad sword master. Yet you've recreated this so precisely, just from what I described.
Hint, hint, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, no.
Precise your description. Imbued it with the power of dawn I already have. Guided by your will, gleam with golden flames. Its blade will.
We love Cartonis here.
Wield it. May triumph always be yours.
Thank you, Cartonis.
Mm.
I will use this sword to protect the
It's a
beings
very
of
gorgeous
Amphorius.
blade, though. It's like the blade that's like, for me, though, it's like the blade that's like mostly aesthetic. That's like, I would use that for a transmog, but I don't think for practicality, I don't know if it would work.
Another thing there is.
Ooh, the golden
What's
knuckle
this?
bone. Charm bracelet.
Stored here. The remnants of Aglaya's divinity are.
Ooh. Oh no, those are crying, buddy. Please don't.
This was her commission. Her death she had long foreseen.
Can she still hear us?
Oh, buddy.
It's difficult to confirm. About divinity, we know very little.
I want to give Finan a hug. Friendship bracelet.
In this way, she wanted to be with you. Always.
I understand. Let me keep it. With this, I'll have another constant companion by my side.
I want to give Finan a hug so badly. This is just one of those moments of like, I need to give this man a hug. This poor thing. Honestly, we could actually look like twins. I just kind of realized that. Like, he's got the mostly like the white aesthetic, but like, you can kind of take a look at it. We kind of do look like we'd be somewhat like siblings. in a very strange other world. I just kind of realized like the color of his hair looks so similar to mine now. I never realized that till just now, but like the blue eyes, the hair, we could almost be twins. Just with like two different like schools of use. Coincidence? I think Hoyo just likes blue. I think Hoyo just likes blue colors. Except for Ginger Swap. That's funny. That would have to be an entirely, like, new class, too, because sword wielding instead of magic. Anyway.
May this world never have a need for a deliverer. Someone told me long ago.
What was that? Was that person, like, mighty? Sword magic, maybe. That's funny.
But when the world dashed her hopes and fell into disarray, if she could see me now, leading from the front,
Perfect combo,
rallying
yeah.
people against their destiny, she would surely smile.
This is really very much like a Finon-centric patch.
How will the Holy City continue without Lady Goldweaver?
Oh yeah, if we're talking D&D statistics, totally. Because there are like battle mages essentially. Oh my god. Seeing the term or the mental idea of battle mages really wants me to get to play Fire Emblem Three Houses as well. Red mage. Oh yeah, red mages are Final Fantasy as well. I really need to crack open Fire Emblem Three Houses at some point. That's like on the list, but I think I might wait like a little bit longer. I like how we talk about this stuff all the time. This is fun. I'm a blue mage. I'm the fancy blue mage. I'm the very fancy, very funny blue mage. But yeah.
Look, Lord Finan is here.
Yes, they are. They actually are. Yes, they are also in Final Fantasy. Finan!
Will he step up to lead Akuma?
Yeah, that's actually the good question. Is he going to step up for Akuma, or is he going to say something completely opposite and like upend my entire like idea? What you gonna do, Finan?
Not long ago, I spoke at the Citizens' Assembly at Dawncloud. I wrestled with every word, searching for the right ones to rally support and keep the Chrysos heirs' flame chase alive. In the end, I remembered a lesson from one of my teachers. In battles where words are weapons, outrage and blind passion often overpower reason.
The question is this gonna like completely turn everybody against you?
I followed his strategy. I painted my opponents as nothing more than pests, tore apart their character, and laid out their crimes.
Wait, followed his strategy? His strategy? Wait, did you borrow from a Naxxa's strategy?
The strategy worked. I secured enough votes to achieve
Oh
my
yeah,
goal,
it is his teacher.
Afterward, there wasn't even a flicker of joy.
I was thinking for some reason it had been like Aglaya, but I completely forgot that Anaxa had like pulled him aside to have that conversation. It's 3.2 was a very, very long session. I think I very vaguely remember the fact that I spent like several hours, so my brain kind of like blanked out on a few things. Master Anaxa. May he rest in peace and live on in memoriam forever in my party. Sorry, fine, go on.
That apparent victory masked a deeper failure. In my pursuit of success, I fueled division and strayed far from my very purpose that led me to the flame chase journey. This journey was supposed to unify, not divide. To strengthen us, not weaken us.
Come on, Finan. You got this. I believe in you.
It was the gold thread that mended our rifts in the past. Some saw it as a means of surveillance, a tool of control. But no one can deny that it was Aglaya who held this city and even this shattered world together.
This shattered world might be stretching it a fair bit, but he's doing so well. You're doing great, sweetie. Keep up the speeches.
Now she is gone. Yes, as you have heard, the demigod Aglaya, who guarded the holy city for a millennium, has indeed fallen.
Very publicly, too. Yeah, we're kind of like up a creek without oh.
Who murdered Lady Goldweaver?
Okay, for a second there, I thought you were going to get pissed off at Finan for a second. The way that was, like, timed, my brain, like, instantly went into defensive mode. It's like, don't you dare start getting mad at Finan for this.
Find the murderer! Make them pay!
Oh, they want blood now. He doesn't want revenge, though.
I felt the same as all of you initially.
Yeah.
I wanted to stand here beside you, to condemn the sinners, to discuss retribution, and to see justice brought down upon them.
But
my perspective has changed.
you can only imagine that if he had done this gathering like right away, he probably would have reacted without emotion. So it was very much a good thing he gave himself like extra time to think this speech over in his head and compartmentalize his emotions. Because could you imagine what would have happened if he had gone right off the bat with his emotions? It probably would have changed the entire story, but like, could you imagine what would have happened if he went off everything based around his like main emotion at the time? Yeah, but don't get mad at the ghost boy.
Golden threads that once bound this city have unraveled. Yet no one is celebrating their freedom from control. In the empty markets and bath chambers, one feeling lingers. Unease.
Yeah, it does. Yes, don't get mad at the goodest boy.
Deep down, we all know the last safeguard against the harm we may do to each other is gone. No divine power will protect us from the malice in our hearts. From now on, only the moral code we choose to uphold for ourselves will stand between us and the abyss.
I love this speech.
Finan has a way with words.
He's actually like a really good, he's a very, very good public speaker. Be quiet and listen carefully.
Oh, all right.
Good job, Mem. Mem being so cute right now. Why do I love Mem too. Mem is adorable. I'm still very suspicious about Mem, but
The flame chase journey is nearing its end. With only one titan left for the Chrysos heirs to conquer. Aquila.
then, so like, let's stay in MC mode and say nothing as always. Yeah, that could have probably been like the better option, just to like lightly just pat Mem on the head, just be like, shh, quiet. Let him talk. But yeah, we still have like, we are still missing one god to take down, and that is actually Aquila. Because technically, Kefali does not need to be taken down.
Before I rise to the skies, I challenge you. Cast out the shadows and malice within your hearts. Let your spirit shine brighter than the sky itself.
I just also love how we're essentially god slayers right now.
Let me bear witness. Even without the divine authority of romance, Akama will remain a sanctuary in these end times. A place for the kind people Aglaya dreamed of. The kind of people foretold in prophecy.
God, okay, I am sorry. I keep distracting myself. Joshua Waters is like literally giving this performance his all, and could not be prouder of him. Like, it would probably be very easy to have the voice direction, because I understand a little bit of what voice actors do. It's all about like the voice director and himself, but Joshua is literally giving it like 110%. I think so too. So far from what I've gotten, he's been knocking it out of the park. I think he is. Good.
A better people.
I like this. This is so good.
Better people.
That's my Finan. I really should roll for Finan and Saber, because they're both very tempting, and also I collect husbandos.
Better people! Better people!
That is a true leader right there. He wants his people to be better. And both. Heck yeah.
Better people! Better people! Better people!
Woo!
I appreciate your willingness to accept the challenge. You have reminded me that Aglaya left me perhaps the simplest duty in the world.
Rip my wallet 3.4. I know, right?
To bear the burden of creation, I need only to give one thing. It's a gift she once gave me without hesitation, and now I share it with each of you. Unshakable faith.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting, because Finan is like Kevin, and then there's Locha and Welt were also from as like a Honkai Impact 3rd characters. And I forgot. I saw the promo picture of all three of them in their little idol outfits. Like, oh my god. I love these three dorks. But, well, I mostly love Finan and Welt. Locha still kind of low-key gives me the heebie-jeebies. Locha kind of still gives me the willies. Mostly just due to his coffin. You now have an almost full... Oh yeah, you technically can. Because I know if you have Locha, yeah, you can totally have a complete, like, Honkai Impact 3rd team now with Himeko as well.
There's still a long way to go before Amphorius is reborn. We will not forget the past as we move forward. For the memories of Amphorius will always benefit future generations.
Oh, they weren't? Oh, they were not? Oh. Well, at least you have a chance to play him now. Damn. Well, understandable. That was like their first. That wasn't like Honkai Impact 3rd, like their first game technically, so it's probably like mostly waifus. And then they started like implementing male cast of characters. But yeah, I'm happy we get to hang out with all these. I've never played Honkai Impact 3rd or anything, but I do love experiencing all this stuff from their eyes as these characters. Like, Welts was very obvious that he was essentially, because I was also told from you guys as well, that Welt came from an entirely different dimensions, and it made a lot more sense when the flashbacks were showing the version of Locha that he knew from the Honkai Impact 3rd universe. Also probably why it's so easy to make crossover fan fiction of these, because it feels like all the worlds are essentially, like, in a manner of speaking, like, connected. But enough about me being silly willy. I'm going to continue before I get too off topic. I've been, like, really yappy today. I don't know what's been going on.
Allow me this moment. I want to borrow a few minutes of your time to commemorate a demigod who protected the holy city for a millennium. She was Akima's dressmaker, the leader of the Chrysos heirs, the Gold Weaver, Aglaya, and her greatest feat was being a selfless person.
Oh, Sevens in chat for Aggie. May she find eternal rest on upon the western winds. I wish I had a salute, but unfortunately I do not have one. It's fine though, we technically have...
That singing sounds so familiar.
Ooh. Damn, this artwork is so fine! I love these scenes and I wish I could find these. I love these CGs. Like, Hoyo, can you at least like implement like a small folder where this stuff is like permanently available without the text box? I would appreciate that. Because I don't want to accidentally hit this, because I don't know what this button does, and I don't want to hit anything.
That's our song, and Snowy used to love it.
Oh god, there's an Nexa and Trian in the background. Oh wait, it hides the UI. Ooh. Can I have that back if I hide the UI? I'm nervous. Can I get that back if it hides the UI? I don't know the buttons, because I kind of want to take a screenshot of this. Back by left clicking. If you click it again, it'll show again. Okay. I'm going to hold on for just a hot minute. One sec. I'm going to hide this for just a second. Just to make sure I know what I'm doing. Oh my god, it works. Hang on. Okay. Happy now. Okay, then I should... There we go. Okay. It's all back now. We're golden. I needed a thumbnail screenshot for Saturday, I think. There we go. We got it back. I did not know I could do this. If I had done this, I would have said that I would have done like a lot of some other scenes. Oh well.
Yes, Lady Trian.
But there's...
For that child filled with anxiety.
There's Anexa, there's Trian. Oh yeah, Casterus is technically gone too, isn't she? So essentially we lost 1, 2, 3, 4 people. We've essentially lost 4 characters.
Your songs always dispelled the clouds in my heart. Even if for just a moment.
Man, this game is gonna give me the feels. I didn't sign up for this.
Snowy was so cute and kind when he was little.
To be fair, I did not know that this button hid the UI. So that's why I didn't like screenshot it completely. So that was like, I didn't know, but hey, I now know it for like, especially now that I've seen it for this now, I get to take like a lot of fun screenshots for 3.4.
Now, you've grown so much. Maybe not as cute, but still just as kind.
Fine then.
Time spares no one, so there's nothing we can do. But kindness, you helped nurture it in me.
We love finding.
Don't mention it. Your light is as bright as ever. Keep it up and stay strong. See you, Snowy.
No, bye, Trian. No.
Goodbye, Lady Trian.
I heard what you said. Are you suggesting the debate tactics I've taught you are nothing but sleight of hand?
Even from beyond the grave and next. Oh my god, wait, Trian vanished. I just noticed that Trian vanished. Oh, this is good.
Not at all, Professor Anaxa. Honestly, without those techniques you taught me, the Flame Chase journey might not have survived.
Good thing your head's still clear.
I love how Naxa is still like sassy even beyond the grave. Even in death, a certain scholar will always be forever sassy. A feeble scholar, as it were.
The Chrysos heir of Kefali. I had no idea you had it in you while I was drilling those formulas in your head in class.
Yeah, very sassy boy. He's a very sassy man.
Who could have thought, Professor? By the way, I've completely forgotten those formulas now.
Some things never change. In our next lives, I'll teach you how to truly embrace your divine duties.
So the fact that they're talking about next lives, there's a weird sense that they do talk a lot. I keep getting this weird vibe of reincarnation and cycles from these guys. It kind of blends into my theory of what I have for Amphorius currently, but we'll have to see what happens towards the end on Saturday.
I'll be waiting. Goodbye, Professor Anax. Miss Castros?
They'll see each other tomorrow, supposedly. Yep.
Aren't you going to say something?
Lord Finan, you have always been so approachable.
Cassie.
Ever since we first met, you've seen me as a friend. It was the first time I understood what everyday friendship was like. But that's dangerous.
I miss Cassie already.
Dangerous.
Laughing and chatting with you, I sometimes forget who I am. And for someone with my kind of power, that's a real hazard.
I hadn't thought of it that way. Sorry, I forgot to consider your perspective.
I miss Castros so much.
Please, no apologies. Despite everything, thinking back on the times we spent together makes me really happy.
I feel the same.
Goodbye, Finan.
Goodbye, Gastros.
Don't make it. Oh no, Gabe, please don't do this.
Aglaya.
Remember, Finan, after completing the flame chase, leave the decision to initiate the miracle of Genesis to the Amphorians. The Chrysos heirs are the executors of the prophecy, yet they, the people, are the true masters of this world.
Rest assured, I always keep your teachings in mind. The difference between a presumptuous hero and a tyrant is a fine line.
Well said. You've got a good memory.
This game is already pulling at my heartstrings.
It's late. Anything else you'd like to add?
Anything else? Even in your imagination, I'm not one to show my vulnerable side.
No worries. I've long understood how difficult it is for you to open up completely. Thank you for bringing me here, Aglaya.
I forgot we technically lost
You
Casterus
saved.
too. I genuinely didn't think that we technically also lost Casterus in all this. Like, her death was not, like, visibly shown, but, like, or, like, her death was not, like, more of an idea versus, like, visibly done, because she is in the land of death now.
Maybe what I wanted to save wasn't you, child, but this crumbling world. Goodbye, Finan.
Goodbye, Aglaya.
Okay, hang on, I'm gonna hide this again. I'm gonna look at this. Look at this. This is sad, but it is so pretty. 1 second. I'm going to hide this one more time. Give me just a moment. I'm just hiding it just in case. And we're just gonna go. Boop. Okay. Okay. There we go. I just wanted to hide that just in case. I wasn't sure. I get a little bit nervous.
Did you forget me?
Mighty, you're not dead yet. Oh wait, this is all in his imagination.
Forget you.
Oh, Mighty!
Like I'd ever.
Mighty buddy! We miss you.
We aren't parting ways forever. You're just off to guard the gates at Castrum Kronos. Let's not make this a tearful farewell.
No, don't say that! That's foreshadowing on a high level.
You know just how to make a person uncomfortable.
Oh, this is so much foreshadowing, it hurts.
I have a feeling we'll meet again in this lifetime. Let's have another showdown then. Deliver.
Don't cry.
That's very confident of you. I've changed since then. Have you seen this sword? It's a masterpiece freshly forged by Cartonis.
A bold statement for a mere mortal who hasn't yet claimed the power of a titan.
I'm worried. That is like foreshadowing.
See you around. Finan of Ides Elysiae.
Hey, not Deliver anymore. He calls him Finan.
It's a date. Mighty.
Oh. Oh. Okay, technically I know they weren't meaning it that way, but like... I ship it. I shipped those two since like the start of this. They had that weird chemistry where I feel like I was third wheeling. I still ship them. They just go together very, very well. I'm gonna take it that way. Heck yeah. I'm gonna take it as, yeah, those two are definitely into each other. I think everyone ships Mightimos and Finan. I think I've seen like a little bit of other ones, but like I see Mightimos and Finan like especially popular for Amphorius.
What a poignant yet splendid journey.
Oh, hi, Treeby.
And it's still not over yet, is it?
Oh, is that how you seen?
Yes, Cyrene.
Oh. Cyrene? Oh, that's Cyrene. I don't think I've ever heard Cyrene's voice.
I was right. In the end, you did become the deliverer in this story.
You do have a very familiar vocal tone with like a certain small pink thing that hangs out with me.
A lot has changed while you were away. I've met so many people and tried so many things. I've found new resolve. And I've let go of some attachments.
I'm not the same person I used to be.
But to me, you've never changed at all, Vinem.
Ooh. I have theories of this, of our lovely little pink creature friend. Oh, hi, Cypher.
Dawn Cloud. This place holds so many different
Hi,
kinds of
Cypher.
memories.
We missed you, Cypher.
I remember you could see the Gold Weaver sign from here, all the way down the mountain.
Not anymore.
But my eyes aren't what they used to be 1,000 years ago.
Oh, we're back again. At least we're not having a crash yet.
Cypher, you...
She's so cute, though. Like, 10 out of 10 would adopt.
Seamstress. Tell me.
Like, would she steal my stuff? Yes. But, like, 10 out of 10 would adopt. And, like, no questions asked.
Does Akama have any treasures so rare that not even your... I mean, our shop has...
Oh, this is their shop now.
Of course it has. I heard there's a gem of all worlds hidden somewhere in Dawn Cloud. Apparently, it's a piece that fell out of the Dawn device. It's truly a priceless treasure, being a part of Kefali's divine body. Even I, the Gold Weaver, cannot witness its glamour.
Well, actually, I've done like a few streams with cat ears on, so technically... Maybe. That's cute, though. That's a cute idea.
Gem of all worlds. Nice! Got it. Well, please keep looking after the shop while I...
Let me guess, Cypher.
Ah.
You're probably already plotting to sneak into Dawn Cloud to steal that gem, aren't you? And your next move is probably trying to sell it to the highest bidder, then distribute that money to the poor and the refugees in the Holy City?
Oh?
Look, seamstress. Are you sure you aren't peeking into my head with your golden threads?
You might be skilled at covering up lies, but your compassion is all over your face. Plain as day.
I love this. This is so cute. I know I say things are cute like all the time, but this is just like, this is like one of the most heartwarming scenes I think I've seen so far.
Don't lie to yourself. Do you honestly think this is the right thing to do, Cypher?
And I'm gonna say this. This is like right up there with the Casterus reaching out for you kind of thing. This is a different tier cute, yeah. Like, I wish there was more of this during some of... I wish there was like a little bit more of this during 2.1, because I feel like there could have been some like very fun CGs they could have made, even though they did animate like a lot of lovely bits for 2.1. But then again, like I said, I am a big 2.1 for bias. I am a big 2.1 bias person, like in a good way. Because I am a big fan of Rini.
What else am I supposed to do? That's the only thing I can do with my power.
I just like the implementation of all these lovely CGs that they put on for 3.0. Actually, I think they did this like late 2.7. Like these ones especially. I think they did this like late 2.7 and then into 3.0. As I still remember the small boot hill. I will never forget small boot hill.
You keep talking about how I have the potential to become a good person.
Here.
Or even what people call a hero.
That's a good stretch.
But I don't know what I need to do to get there!
Oh no.
I can't weave golden dresses like you! I can't sing as well as Miss Hyceelins! And I definitely don't know as much as Big Sis Treeby!
Oh no.
The only things I'm good at are the underhanded street smarts that no one even respects.
Oh, you poor oh no, Cypher, no!
But I still want to be
worthy of you.
I want to prove that you've made the right choice. Even thieves can dream. Right?
Oh.
I know, Cypher. I know. You are justified in your anger. Destiny is never fair. And your path is doomed to be even worse than everyone else's. You are fated to walk in the dark and bear the world's misunderstanding in this journey.
Or Cypher.
But you have to believe that everyone in this world is unique in their own way. I am convinced that you're the only one who can bear the authority of trickery. Even if you have to contend with the legendary 300 master thieves of Dolos.
Ooh, 300 master thieves?
Aglaya. I just want everyone to believe that the world is beautiful. And that everyone is simple. And kind. If only I could get everyone to believe that.
Okay, she's on the adoption board. You know, Cypher, don't get my heartstrings like this.
Would that lie become reality? If enough people believed in it? Even though it's a lie?
No.
Lies will always be lies, Cypher. But sometimes they can be more noble than the truth.
Ah, no, don't start this.
Huh. Are you really planning to just stand there forever? Honestly, sneaking around doesn't suit you, Deliverer.
Hey, Finan.
I never thought I could slip past your sharp ears, Miss Cypher. I just didn't think it'd be right to interrupt when you're obviously lost in thoughts.
Still as charming with your words as ever, boy. Your speech at the public baths wasn't half bad. I'll admit. It managed to touch my heart. Just a smidge.
I'm sure just a smidge.
Thank you. I had a feeling back then that you were in the audience. Intuition certainly is a thing of wonder.
Yep.
Oh, and you didn't call me out on the spot. You waited all this time to tell me.
Yeah, I mean, he's a patient man.
Well, I thought you'd need some time to yourself. After she passed away.
Cypher cared for Aglaya too. Let's face it, I think everyone really cared for Aggie, who are part of the Flame Chase journey. Except Anaxa. Anaxa is just like the funny duck in his own world.
None of your business.
Yeah, that's totally the case. If I care, I'm just not gonna try and express it publicly.
Enough small talk. Tell me, what kind of trouble did you run into that you need me, the super old timer, to step in?
Oh yeah, because she is just as old as Aggie is.
We've only met a couple of times, but you've always gone straight to business. I respect that about you, old-timer, so I'll cut to the chase. You're probably aware that Aglaya has earned the support of the entire city for the Chrysos heirs. Everyone believes that she died at the hands of council members who were against the Flame Chase.
Yeah.
And the citizens' fury has been dragging these schemers out of the shadows one by one.
Yeah.
But they didn't get everybody. To this day, we still haven't found Elder Kynus, the leader of the Cleaners.
She's still missing? Oh, no, I am checking some stuff. She's still missing! And that woman is hiding herself better than the cleaners are. My god.
Ah, I see. You're afraid she'll do something wild now that she's pushed into a corner, aren't you?
Yeah, pretty much. Like, desperate people will do desperate things when shoved into a corner. It's essentially the animalistic fight or flight response.
I believe that Kefali's core flame, forever enshrined above the council theater, would be the opposition's final trump card, a against the Chrysos heirs.
So you think they would like hold on to it as like a bargaining chip?
We're setting out to campaign against Aquila in a few days. With the Chrysos heirs gone, it'll be their best chance to strike.
Can they destroy it though?
You think those desperate dogs will try to snatch the core flame while you're gone?
Yeah, probably that.
So, you want me to give them a nice long walk while you're away, right?
Yeah, let's do it.
You sure saw right through me, Miss Zephyr.
Yeah, give him a nice long walk.
I know exactly what you can do. Godlike speed, perfect disguises, untraceable movement, and that most enigmatic authority of trickery. I have only one request. Please, use whatever tricks you need to protect Cavali's core flame. Even if you have to deceive the rest of the Chrysos heirs as well.
Oh, snap.
Uh-huh.
So just go on full deceit mode. It doesn't matter if you have to deceive the Chrysos heirs. Just protect the core flame.
Hey, Deliverer. Do you honestly think that there's no way I'll turn you down? Do you even have any plan Bs if I decide to nope out on this?
As the demigod of trickery, there are no other trump cards in the world that can outrank you. I'm sure you know the answer to your own question, Miss Zephyr.
I love that look on his face. He's just like so smug about it. Like, yeah, I'm pretty sure you know the answer to your own question at this point.
What confidence. You talk as if you have everything in the palm of your hand. Huh. So you did learn a thing or two from her. I'll give you that.
I'm pretty sure Finon is like very well learned.
Then let me tell you something you don't know. The Flame Reaver.
Ooh.
They've been watching Akama closely.
You've been like fully aware of the Flame Reaver.
You mean?
Bet you didn't expect that, huh? I've been tracking them all this time. And this is my conclusion.
Also, there's a butterfly on there that's distracting me. I want to pick it up.
That lunatic may have lost their mind, but they're no fool. Why do you think they haven't made a move on Akama yet?
Yeah, it's very strange. It's like they could have like taken any opportunity to strike Akama.
Professor Anaxa once analyzed this. He thought it was probably because Kefali's core flame was protected by the Council of Elders' secret arts.
Ha! Sacred art's my foot! I could break those mechanisms with a flick of my finger.
She really could too.
Allow me to let you in on the actual secret. They probably held off from attacking Akama because the Seamstress's defense network was way tougher than you thought.
Oh, that makes sense. Aglaia literally had the golden threads woven as a defense mechanism. Oh. So that was like literally keeping that guy, that Flame Reaver away.
Now that she's gone, and you're heading out to the Eye of Twilight, with the city's defenses in shambles.
What a dangerous situation we find ourselves
Hell
in.
yeah.
But since you're the one who brought it up, I'm guessing you already have a solution in mind.
Just look how ridiculously calm you are right now. But you guessed it right. Consider this a 2-for-1 deal. I'll keep that lunatic entertained on top of protecting Kefali's core flame. You owe a big favor after this.
Heck yeah, he owes a favor.
You have my deepest gratitude. That Flame Reaver's power is truly unfathomable. Please be careful.
Why do I have a bad feeling about this?
Don't forget, Deliverer. There's a fundamental truth in this world. Cyphera will always get the last laugh.
Why?
No need to worry about a demigod. I'll do my job. So you...
Why do I have a deep, like, not fun sensation about where this is gonna go?
Need to make sure you don't die before you pay me.
That's red flag number 5 or so that she's put up at this point. Meanwhile, in the Grove of Epiphany. Tyson!
I'm back.
So sad.
I've been trying to stay away from here since the Black Tide destroyed the Grove. And through that, stay away from the memories that might make me sad. But the wind keeps pulling me back. Maybe that's the Twilight Courtyard's duty, after all.
Little Ika! I love this chunky boy. I love him so much.
I know, little Ika. I know. who miss the days when we all studied together.
I love this chunky winged creature.
But we have an even more important mission this time round. Lord Finan has already set the date to campaign against Aquila. Being a descendant of the Sky People,
I won't be surprised if there comes a day where Hoyoverse makes a plushie out of this thing. This thing is marketable as hell. Like, I will not be surprised if this becomes a marketable plushie, like the origami birds were. This is like, you could sell so many plushies of this thing, and no one would think twice. Oh, he's so cute! Oh, he's a precious little thing. His wings so small and his body so big. He's perfect. He's so fluffy! He's not fluffy, he's just like big and fluffy. Like, I want, like, this would be like one of those plushies that are like just super big around that you like have to like really wrap your arms around. Not necessarily like the life-size Pokemon plushies, but like big squishy stuffed animal that you can like literally just wrap your arms around and it just fills that big old gap. I love little Ika.
you're right. At least I can still afford to get lost in thought once in a while. Oh, ancestors. Please wait for just a bit longer. The time I spent in the grove deserves some reminiscence.
He's very squishy. Okay, do I get to... Ooh, silence done. Do I get to switch to... We are now in Hyacinth point of view. Why do I keep calling her Hyacine? Like, what... I don't know what prompts me to call her Hyacine when it's just Hyacin. I still love the cow emojis. Why not? Good question. I don't know. Okay, so party mode. Oh yay, we can. You know what?
Professor Anaxa, it's time to put your theory into practice.
You know what? Let's put these guys on deck. Because if there's one thing I like about switching POVs, I love playing the story characters. He's so cute!
This was where Professor Anaxa gave us the lesson.
I'm sorry, every time little Ika's on screen, my brain just goes, oh my god, serotonin.
I can still see that day in my mind.
And that was your last lesson in the Grove. Now, each of you will head off on your own path. How much the Grove's teachings can help you in the real world depends on how well you can put knowledge into practice. R.I.P.
Anaxa. You are also immortalized after so many pulls. And you're so lucky I won the 50-50 off you. Magic. That's the real answer. Magic.
However, heed this warning. If you ever do anything disgraceful out there, don't ever claim you were the student of Anaxagoras.
Anaxagoras.
One of the 7 sages.
Anaxagoras. There's like a funny thing where I think Koyo has essentially made fun of Anaxa in like so many ways. They shortened his name to Anaxa instead of giving him Anaxagoras. And they also talked about his Dromas pajamas, which he's actually got like a little emote. He's got like a little sticker where he's actually wearing his Dromos pajamas. Oh my god, they're teasing him in like the most fun way possible. For a character that is like such a... He is a character. But Hoyo just like wanted to tease him in so many ways.
Professor Anaxa, there are still other classes scheduled on the calendar. Are you sure you didn't...
Firstly, call me Professor Anaxagoras. Secondly, to clarify, the last lesson means the last lesson I will teach you. I will be entering seclusion from today onwards to research ancient alchemy. and all my teaching activities will be put on hold.
Ah, I see. So you're saying that
I'm
the
really
lessons taught by all the other teachers aren't good enough to be considered lessons?
All you do every day is wag that sharp tongue of yours. That's a credit deduction. Fine IDs Elysiae.
Honestly, fine, and I'm sorry. That was kind of deserved.
I have nothing left to say. Next.
I'm sorry, fine, and that was kind of deserved on your end.
Please wait, Professor. According to the Grove's protocols for a cohort's final class, the lecturer should take some time in that lesson to discuss the students' post-graduation aspirations with them and guide them toward a solid path.
I don't think Anaxa really cares about that.
Surely you can't skip such a crucial step, Professor.
He sounds like he just wants to be gone.
The teaching assistant, Miss Hyacinth, is truly Professor Anaxa's nemesis.
Aw.
Fine. Since Hyacinthia insists on this, let's go through the process. Since some of you are so eager to speak, why don't we start with you, Finan of IDs Elysiae? What is your post-graduation aspiration?
Why does this feel like I would be so... If I was given something... Why does this feel so like deja vu? I don't know. It's like that question of like what you're gonna do after you finish like school, essentially. And it's like, I hate that question.
Not exactly an aspiration, but the only thing I want to do is to protect the people I care about.
Oh, Lothy.
I see. So you want to be a hero? How boring. Next.
Jesus Christ, okay.
I didn't say.
Castoris, you've been giggling for quite some time.
Ooh.
How about you go next?
Haha. Sorry, Casters, you kind of deserve that one.
Perhaps my answer is a bit vague and meaningless, Professor Anaxagoras, but
I love Cassie.
I hope the world can be freed from the agony of death, so that every living being may find calming peace.
How naive. So naive that it makes me want to weep for your fairy tale. See, this is why I don't want to follow those outdated protocols. All I get are boring answers.
Jesus Christ.
Since you suggested this whole process, why don't you wrap this up, Hyacinthia? Share your aspiration with everyone, and let's see if yours stands out.
I both love and I hate Anaxa all at the same time.
So it's finally my turn.
Go for it, Hyacinth. We believe in you.
I came prepared. My aspiration is nothing less than completing the final blank page at the end of the hero's epic.
Eh?
Blank page?
We love him for it. Yeah, we do.
An interesting description. Do explain, assistant.
Yeah, I want to hear this.
I've read all of Amphorius's heroic epics while studying at the Grove, and a common thread came to my attention. Almost every epic ends with a description of the hero's achievements. But few mention how the everyday people of that time lived. No one recorded the struggles and suffering the commoners endured.
So you're saying that, instead of legendary heroes, you're more focused on commoners living on the peripheries of historical records.
Interesting. That's actually very selfless of her to want to do.
Perhaps I'm influenced by my background. My ancestor, Seliosi the Day Thunder Knight, raised her spear against the sky and ushered in the flame-chasing era that continues to this day.
She's so
Her
sweet.
story is told to every child descended from the Skyfolk. We have no doubts about Celiosi's greatness, yet her towering figure overshadowed every record from that entire era. What about the Day Thunder Knight's family, allies, and friends? What about the survivors and those who died in the great battles?
I see what she wants to do.
About their stories by the campfire,
I see.
I realize the details of those legends have been long lost. And only Celiosi's name remains.
She wants to essentially take into account the people who've been who been essentially left out, because when you think about epics, you think about just the main person on the page. You don't think about the other people in the background. And eventually, those people in the background fade away, and it's literally just this one person.
Her brilliance had become as blinding as Aquila's, lording over everything on the ground. That's why I'm glad that my era does not lack heroes.
Oh, she's so sweet.
Ancestors had was a sad past, but I have a future I want to protect. Instead of becoming a hero and ushering in a golden deluge to baptize the world anew, I want to stay in the backline and save all the ordinary humans from drowning in the rising waves. I wish not to return to the sky, but to walk among the masses on Earth. I believe it's the only way for the saga of creation.
I have a bad feeling that it's not gonna go as well as you were hoping for, sweetie.
To include a footnote for the everyday people in its blank page.
I just have a weird feeling that's not gonna get as looked into.
I'm getting embarrassed from remembering how I said all that.
It's okay. We all say embarrassing things during that kind of time.
But my beliefs have never changed. Now I really have a chance to stay behind the hero's front line and realize my dream.
I see.
Danny, what are you doing here?
Danny! I didn't expect to see you again in the Grove. Fine had mentioned you were gearing up for the campaign against Aquila. Are you here to...
You guessed it. To reach Aquila's realm in the sky, descendants of the Sky People must perform a bloodline ceremony, summon the spirits of our ancestors, and get their blessings. That's the only way for creatures on Earth to forge the Rainbow Bridge to the sky.
Rainbow Bridge?
And the soul of the first ancestor I want to see is here in the Grove.
Rainbow Bridge, let's go. The Rainbow Bridge is essential to retrieve the core flame of Aquila, but undertaking such a vital ceremony alone is far too risky.
Don't worry. I have little Ika with me. You will protect me, won't you?
Yeah, he's so cute.
Good, Ika. Well, what brings you here, Danny?
The way she says Danny, she always says like, I always feel like she has like a slight accent when she says Danny. I don't know why. I always like, whenever I hear her say Danny, it's like she almost has like a slight British undertone when she says it. I'm collecting as many myths and research about the Titans as I can. Everything about Amphorius is a valuable addition to our databank when I get back on the when I get back to the Astral Express.
Right. If all goes as planned, you and Grey will be able to go home after this mission, won't you?
Yeah, unfortunately, then we leave this place behind because unfortunately we don't backtrack. Yes, assuming we can actually break the curse about the worlds beyond the sky. Her VA is British, so... Oh, wait, is her VA actually British? Oh! She's speaking so clearly with, like, with what I consider essentially American English. That's why I hear it. Okay, I did not realize her VA was actually British. That's so cool.
Oh? Could it be that you too have some kind of hidden powers to make prophecies now?
No. That's not it. I'm starting to question how real everything is after conversation with a member of the Council of Elders. He's so cute! Goddamn, don't show this to me, he's adorable! I'm getting total whiplash with this creature in my face. You have no mouth, but your eyes say everything. Oh, this thing is so adorable. Like I said, I will not be surprised if they ever decide to make him a marketable plushie and make him like as big as the I'm so sad I didn't get like the super big origami bird. I just got my desk size origami bird of aventurine. Oh my god.
Nope. I didn't understand that either, little Ika.
He's so cute. Don't worry about it. There's a lot I still don't understand.
Since we've already met up, why don't you come with me, Danny?
Yeah, there it is. Yeah, I can definitely hear it. She's like speaking so without the accent until she says Danny. That's where I always get so thrown off because like, oh, That's why it makes me think, oh, okay, yeah, her having a British VA is interesting.
That's the dependable express guard for you. So, shall we get going?
No. I love Hyacinth. She's so sweet. I love all these characters. These 3.0 characters have literally been like nothing short of absolutely fun. Wait, oh, does she actually heal off field? Oh. I guess she does like have like a little bit of a restore. Let's see if we actually run into any fights.
The chroma coffer is vibrating. Ooh. There must be memories of an ancestor nearby.
Her wand, though. Whee! Oh, that's cute. What's this?
This is the divine object of the Sky People, the chroma coffer. Our ancestors dictated that when a descendant of the Skyfolk is ready to challenge Aquila again, they must first awaken the spirits of their ancestors with the chroma coffer and receive their benediction. Only after this can the chosen Skyfolk reascend to the heavens.
Is it to prevent those who are not qualified from pointlessly losing their lives? Like that last person who was about ready to get into a flying pot and go towards the sky, who could have ended up dead?
Very prudent, wouldn't you say?
That makes sense. Essentially, you have to be a sky person and get like essentially a blessing, so that way you don't get your happy ass handed to you when you go back to the sky.
The soul of an ancestor slumbers here. Now, I will awaken them.
Do we get to fight? All right. I love how these two are also both wind element users, and they're just hanging out together.
I am Hyacinthia from the Twilight Courtyard, a descendant of the sky who has inherited the duty of flame chase. The time has come to fulfill our clan's destiny. I will join the heroes of the prophecy to return to the sky and retrieve the core flame. Ancestor, please bestow upon me your generous blessing.
Just 3 wind users hanging out. Listen carefully to what Hyacinth says to the ancestor. Ooh. Yep. Ghost.
Who has awakened me?
It's Hyacinthia, a descendant of the Sky People.
Ooh.
I apologize for interrupting your slumber. You are Lord Crispus.
Crispus.
Aren't you? I've read your story in our family tree. You were a righteous judge who vindicated many who were wrongfully accused.
Excuse me.
I never imagined someone in this era would still remember my name.
You gotta admit, though, Hyacinth being so well versed in this makes a lot of sense.
So, our bloodline and duty have continued to this distant age.
Yes, it has.
Indeed, it has. I have awakened you in the hope of receiving your blessing. For the flame chase journey is nearing its perfect conclusion. And retrieving the core flame of Aquila is the final challenge the heroes will face.
Perfect conclusion. Hyacinthia, you look very young, and you do not have the bearings of a warrior who can contend with a Titan.
It's fine. She will be like the support in the back, but like she's got several like level 80 people who are going to hand Aquila's sassy wings to him.
How can you convince me that this blessing will not turn into a curse, leading a child like you to your demise?
She is still pretty young, though.
1,000 years ago, Seliosi, who conquered the skies, left behind legends and a will, entrusting the mission to return the Sky Titan's core flame to her descendants, to people like you and me. Though I'm not a warrior, I will not turn away from the mission that has flowed through our blood for 1,000 years. And I am not fighting alone. I have the strongest and most tenacious companions in the world.
Yeah, and you have a Naxa who essentially kind of breaks the team in a good way.
Amphorius is in an era brimming with heroes. The burden of retrieving Akula's core flame no longer rests solely on the shoulders of the chosen Skyfolk.
That was actually Skyborn, but okay, we'll roll with it.
I now wield the power of healing. I aim to mend the fissures in the sky and heal the wounds of the people.
She is really a healer.
I desire to define the mission of the Skyfolk in my own terms. To conclude the vigil that has spanned millennia.
I sense resilience in your words. Not an outward resilience, but something deeper within.
If I really was rolling for Hyacinth, I would definitely do it because she's like a healer.
Receive my blessings, young Hyacinthia. May you gain wings to return to the sky via the bridge of rainbows.
I love the fact that we also got a rainbow bridge. Let's go.
Thank you for your trust, Lord Crispus. We won't let you down.
Well done, Hyacinth.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
My ancestors were all pretty strong-willed people. It won't be easy convincing them. I've run through these upcoming conversations in my head more times than I can count.
Looks like your efforts paid off.
Now, the next ancestor on the list. Her spirit is said to rest in the vortex of Genesis. Pity that the ceremony has to be performed in strict order. Shall we head back to Akuma together, Danny?
Yay! The vortex of Genesis, huh? I have a suggestion. Remember how you suggested I learn the secrets of water from Fagosa's priests? I've been practicing that in my spare time and made some progress. Now as long as I have spirit water with me, I can use the techniques to carve a path directly to the vortex of Genesis. Is this why people are continuously thinking that Dunhung's gonna get a brand new form too? Like, he already has Imbibitor Lunae. I don't think he needs a third.
Oh, I remember. I didn't expect you to keep at it this long. That's so like you, Danny.
You know what? The guy has like so much time in the background because we don't hang out with him this entire trip. He's got like a lot of time on his hands. Compared to the currents of my home, the waters in Forest are rather untamed. Subduing the waters wasn't easy, but I've gotten the hang of it now.
That makes sense. Fagusa was always described as a fickle titan in the myths. Since you're offering, then let me put your skills to the test, Danny.
Why wouldn't we want a new Dunhung? I don't know. It just feels like, but wouldn't he just be imaginary? Because let's be honest, imaginary is kind of like, how do I explain imaginary damage? It feels like imaginary characters are like wherever their main elements can't fit. So someone like Mighty Ratio, in 3 years I'll have a full team of Dunhung. Oh no. It's just like Dunhungception. I don't even have Imbibitor Lunae. But wouldn't he just like still be an imaginary damage dealer, or would he do something, or hang on. Unless he did something like March, where he can flip back and forth, but still remain a 4-star character. That would be interesting. The spirit water gate formed from this technique isn't as stable as a ritual basin. It'll likely only let one person through. And as Fagusa's priest designed it, the entrance serves as the exit. You'll need to come back through the vortex once you've met your ancestor spirit. Little Ika and I will be waiting here. Oh, so cute.
Got it. I'm counting on you, Danny.
Oh, so cute. Under the raucous steps of their frenzy dance, the roar of celebration hides the world's heartbeat. Spirit water reveal the way. Ooh.
The vortex of Genesis. Unbelievable. Danny is full of surprises.
We love Danny. We love Dunhung.
But this does feel way more disorienting than the ritual basin.
Like, not so much as like...
Is Lady Treeby here too? And who is that next to her?
Wait, have you never met Cypher? Oh. Ah. Hold up. Hold up. Okay, hang on. I'm wondering if it's acting up a little bit. I started to lag the heck out. Let me see if I lower this. Will it still be okay? Let me see if I lower out of this. Will it be fine now? Okay. We had a little bit of a slowdown, so if it starts slowing down again, I have backup works. Don't worry.
Oh, I think I know who that is.
Okay. I was a little concerned there for a second. I saw myself like wigging out. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, they technically haven't. Oh, you think you know who that is?
Do you have to go already, Syphie?
Oh my god, she's nicknamed Syphie too.
It's been ages since you were last in Akama. You could have taken some time to rest, and we could have caught up.
No, she's so precious.
That's all right, big sister Treeby. I've gotten used to life on the road. Staying in this bustling city actually feels off. Besides, your prize student gave me an incredibly tough mission to handle.
Cut Snowy some slack, Syphie. He's still so young, yet he's shouldering all the responsibilities Aggie left behind.
He's literally just begun that stage too.
Besides, Snowy's not the kind to ask for help lightly. Since he came to you, it means you're the best person for the job.
You really spoil him, big sis Treeby.
Guess I'm past the age for someone to look after me.
Oh please, you look great for a 1,000+
Syphie.
Just kidding. I get it. That deliverer boy does have a certain charisma about him. It reminds me of Aglaia in her prime.
I also kind of noticed that Cypher also painted her nails gold. And it kind of makes me think that that's like her one token to remember Aglaia by. Just a theory. Because Aglaia also had like yellow painted nails. So that's just a theory.
Anyway, I'm about to head out. Oh, big sis Treeby, before I go, got a little gift for you.
Ooh. A letter?
Well, didn't expect you to be so thoughtful. What's in it?
A letter?
That's a part of the game too. If you want to see the full picture of what's
Oh,
inside,
one of
you'll
those.
have to wait until nightfall.
Oh, it's one of those things.
Gift with a mysterious twist? Seriously?
That's a Cypher thing.
Huh? Looks like we have company.
Lady Treeby, and this graceful lady must be Miss Cypher. I'm Hyacinthia from the Twilight Courtyard. Everyone calls me Hyacinth. Pleased to meet you.
Bright and cheery as a lamp.
I mean, she's bright and colorful like one too, let's be honest.
Well, hello there, pink child.
Pink child.
From the long-fallen city-state of Dolos. As for the rest, it's all in the history books, so I don't need to repeat it here.
Isn't it always day? It's like they got a weird time system, but technically, yes. Amphorius's time system is so bizarre to me. It's like, I cannot imagine sleeping when there's broad daylight outside. The only reason I would do that is like for a nap, and even then I would not sleep like the entire day. I would only sleep like for maybe like a couple of hours, and then like everyone else is asleep and I'm just like, oh god, what do I do?
So, you're from the Twilight Courtyard. Does that mean?
Yes, I'm a descendant of the Sky People. The Chrysos heir about to take over the authority of Sky.
Heck yeah.
Whoa! That's unexpected. I figured Celiosi's descendant would be, I don't know, taller, stronger.
Hey, come on, Cypher. Descendants can be anyone, and they could also change their classes however they wish. You don't have to be big and strong to be a descendant. Or tall.
Don't judge a book by its cover,
There it is.
Cindy is a master of her craft. She's the most skilled and dependable physician in all of Emporius.
Don't be heightist.
Don't worry, Lady Zephyr.
That's
I
funny.
may not be as strong and warlike as Lady Celiosi from 1,000 years ago, but I'm confident I can carry out the mission of the Skyfolk.
I believe in you, Hyacinth.
All this talk about missions, you're making it sound way too serious. You've got to look out for yourself, girl. Don't push yourself too hard. I'd hate to see that cute face all scratched out by Aquila's claws.
It's probably going to be.
Sophie,
Let's be honest.
jokes. Looks like you haven't forgotten what Aggie said all those years ago.
I love these guys hanging out. This is why I love 3.0 so much.
Anyway, I've got a mission to handle, so I'll get going.
Bye, Zephyr.
Good luck, Miss Hyacinth. And if things get tough, just let that deliverer take the lead.
Zephyr uses the Coin of Whimsy's ability and teleports away from the vortex.
Miss Zephyr is in such a hurry.
Don't worry, she's always been like that. It's good to have her back in Akama lending a hand.
It's just nice having her around.
Well, enough about her for now. You're here because of your mission, aren't you, Cindy? It's the perfect opportunity for me to go and tuck Sipey's gift away somewhere safe. The Vortex of Genesis is all yours.
A little bit of privacy. Thank you, Treeby. Thank you for the privacy, Treeby. Much appreciated. And I was hoping I'd go and be able to... I was really hoping I get to, like, actually have some, you know... something to fight.
The arrows of the prophecy to return to the sky and retrieve the core flame. Ancestor, please bestow upon me your generous blessing.
Converse with the ancestor. I can skip the narration, but because we're doing the story, we'll converse with the ancestor.
Child, what brings you before me? Could it be you're a descendant of the Sky People?
No, I'm a descendant of the mole person.
Yes, I am Hyacinthia of the Twilight Courtyard, the successor of the Sky People's Flame Chase duty. You must be Gem Electra. Legend has it that during the Chrysos War, you led our people to ally with Akama and held back the Kremnoan forces. It was your victory that earned the Sky People a place in the Holy City.
Yay!
Hyacinthia, you seem well versed in our clan's history.
She's so... This NPC looks absolutely gorgeous. She's not like Saibon, who had like... For an NPC, Saibon had like an amazing, amazing design.
And this is the Vortex of Genesis?
Yep.
It is. Look, 10 stars have already been lit. The Chrysos Heir's flame chase journey is nearing its end.
I'm also kind of wondering, does this still like go in a particular order?
Are those the core flames of Fagusa and Giorios?
Yep.
Does that mean Hycelans and the Mountain Dwellers successfully carried out their duty?
Hycelans and the Mountain Dweller?
As fellow pillars of Amphorius, who would have thought that Sky's duty could only be fulfilled after 1,000 years?
It's because Sky shelters all beneath it. If it were to shatter, the world would fall apart with it. That's why Lady Aglaya made the core flame of Aquila the final step in our campaign.
Oh, I see. So it's like, technically, yes, there is an order.
Aglaya? Is she still on the flame chase journey after 1,000 years?
How do I explain this? She's gone.
Unfortunately, she has recently left us. But you're right. She was indeed still guiding the Chrysos heirs forward.
Yeah, she was.
Incredible. That girl actually managed to endure the merciless erosion of time. And lasted for so long.
Oh.
Answer me, Hyacinthia. Since you recognize me, You must have also read my writings, no?
Making an internal joke. This is probably like one of, I don't know if Aglaia, actually wait, Aglaia said she had a family, so technically speaking, if she had a sister, I wouldn't be surprised.
Every record regarding my lineage is etched in my memory, including your words.
In that case, you're probably aware of the prophecy I sought from a certain Trebios.
Oh.
Yes. At the end of the Rainbow Bridge, the Sky Folk will mend dusk and dawn.
Oh, so does that mean we get a proper day and night cycle?
But unfortunately, no ancestor has ever been able to truly decipher its meaning.
It's called we break the curse on whatever the Sky Titan is doing.
See. Yet Trebios's prophecies never fail. Perhaps you'll be the one to witness its fulfillment, child. May the prophecy lead you to a gentle fate.
Thank you, Lady Ectra. Whatever fate the prophecy holds, I'll face it head on. It's only by giving everything we have that we can truly accept any outcome with a smile. Won't you agree?
I like you, child.
No.
I wish this conversation could go on a little longer.
Yeah, but this is so sweet. I like that. I like this.
Blessing, Hyacinthia. When I first saw you, I indeed had my doubts. But your resolve has touched me. If Sky's divinity is fated to pass on, I hope it incorporates your optimism and kindness.
Your blessing is a treasure beyond measure, General. Rest well. I'll make sure your gift is put to its best use.
Aw, I love Hyacinth. All these, like I said, all these characters are
Ectra
crazy good.
So different from how the records described her. She's quite a gentle person.
Don't judge a book by its cover, as they say.
Right. Time to head back to the Grove. I shouldn't keep Danny and little Ika waiting.
I still love the way she says Danny. Treasure beyond measure, and she's a poet, and she knows it. That's funny. Ika! Hey, you're back. How'd it go?
It went great. Your spirit water art was a huge help, Danny.
Oh yeah, that was probably a lot more helpful. Do you mind sharing what your ancestor spirit had said to you? Hyacinth recounts the conversation with General Ectra to Dunhung.
What's wrong, Danny?
Nothing. It sounds like everything went smoothly. I'm just a bit concerned about the prophecy you mentioned. At the end of the Rainbow Bridge, the Sky Folk will mend dusk and dawn. I can somehow sense a hint of sadness in those brief words.
You've always been a bit of a sensitive soul, haven't you, Danny?
Has he?
Lady Trinan deciphers countless prophecies every day, and this one's just another among many. Don't worry too much about it.
I hope so.
Come on, Danny. Don't look so gloomy. We're gonna have to take a long trip for the final visit to the ancestors.
Oh, the final visit? Where are we going?
Our final stop is Lord Mighty's home.
Oh no!
Astrum Kremnos.
Oh no! Oh no!
We're here. This is it.
Why do I have a bad feeling about this? Astrum Kremnos.
Lord Mighty has been fighting the Black Tide here, alone day after day. I'm worried about him.
He sent a message earlier, carried by thunder, warning us to watch out for the Flame Reaper's actions.
That means he hasn't been consumed by the Black Tide's madness yet. We're here to complete an important mission. We shouldn't interfere with this battlefield. Don't you agree, Danny?
I agree.
There. That sleeping spirit is my grandmother.
Aww. Your grandmother?
Yes. My grandmother, Jacintha, was a warrior. She represented the Twilight Courtyard in the Kremnos Festival.
Oh.
She fought her way through every challenge and reached the final stage of the Kremnos Festival. She was just one step away from securing a peace treaty for the Skyfolk, but was ultimately defeated by the champion warrior of that time.
Was that champion warrior Not Mighty, but the one...
I've never looked too deeply into the details of such ritualistic violence. The scroll simply described it as a glorious duel.
Right, because that battle is like is probably like to the death.
But behind the glorious duel was a tragic end. Not long after the festival, my grandmother's injuries worsened, and she passed away far from home.
Yeah.
This prophecy tablet was left here by the Kremnoans to honor her final wish. Her death marked the final collapse of the Twilight Courtyard, already fragile under the shadow of war.
And the Kremnoan warrior she fought against
was Lord Kratos.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. I was thinking Kratos off the top of my head because it wouldn't have been possible for Mighty. You still saved his life, even though he took your family.
Seeing him lying there, gravely wounded, bleeding out, I can't put what I felt at that moment into words. But when I heard Lord Kratos took that fatal blow to protect Lady Trianne, all those tangled feelings faded away. To quote Lord Finan, Kratos must have done that to become a better man.
Yeah, I kind of believe it. It takes true courage to forgive. You're every bit as strong as your ancestors, Hyson.
You're getting better at this, Danny.
She's so precious!
In the final diary entry, my grandmother wrote that when the moment of destiny comes, a descendant of the Sky People would deliver the message of their departure to her spirit. I wonder what she'd think when the one awaking her turns out to be her beloved granddaughter. I will join the heroes of the prophecy to return to the sky and retrieve the core.
Now this one's probably like the most important, so this one probably doesn't have a skip button.
Sister, please bestow upon me your generous blessing.
Oh, you can literally witness her do this from afar, but like, why? Let's listen to it.
Is this the world of the living? Wait.
This one's important.
You. Could you be?
It's her granddaughter.
Grandmother, it's me. You're Hyacinthia.
Hyacinthia, my little hummingbird.
Aww.
Why? How? Why is it you who awakened me?
Oh, my little hummingbird.
I thought I would feel happy for all my ancestors when this day came, but now...
Because it's technically your flesh and blood, you're not looking forward to this.
I can't even experience the joy of seeing you again.
Oh, that's fair.
Do you remember that you and Father took me to my very first skyrite when I was 8? Back then, you wanted me to pick one accessory out of 4. The sun crown representing nobility, the storm bracelet symbolizing strength, the ice ring embodying wisdom,
fancy.
and the radiant pendant signifying kindness.
And I'm assuming you took the radiant pendant.
Grandmother, do you remember the one I chose?
And I'm assuming that's the one that's like on her neck.
You spoke an innocent little prayer, infusing a faint thread of light to that modest pendant.
Yes, and I remember how surprised you were. In all those centuries, no other child of the Sky People had ever made the same choice I did.
Hyacinthia, there was a time when I thought you were a timid child.
Well, yeah, but she's just a helpful little girl.
Swords or battle, and had no relation to that fiery determination and strength in our blood.
You know what? It's fine. If you grow up to be a healer because you want to be kind to others, I say good on you, Hyson.
Yet I've told myself, that's not a bad thing. If my hummingbird could live her life in kindness and optimism, then it'd be a good thing.
Heck yeah, let's go.
I never thought the burden of retrieving the core flame of Aquila would fall to you.
Don't worry about me, Grandmother. I believe what makes someone a Skyfolk isn't just outstanding strength, with the capacity to shape the world.
So smart.
When the world cried out for a hero to challenge the gods 1,000 years ago, Zeliosi stepped forward and began the flame-chasing era. And now, as the flame chase journey nears its end, this broken world is crying out for something else. Healing.
Good for a healer to step up,
Isn't
though.
it poetic? A saga that spans 1,000 years began with Sky and will also end with Sky.
You're still as optimistic as ever, just like when you were a kid. If your mind is set, Hyacinthia, then carry your resolve through to the very end.
Let's go.
Return to the sky with my blessing, and watch over this world on the threshold of salvation.
Grandmother, thank you. But I have one last request.
Speak, Hyacinthia. We should still have some time.
Before you go, could you tell me the tale of the Sky Hero once more? Just like you used to.
Aww.
Then listen closely, my dearest hummingbird. After all, this will be the last
I
time.
wonder how she got the nickname Hummingbird. That's so cute.
For millennia, the Titans waged relentless wars, leaving the world scarred and ravaged. A century of the Chrysos War plunged the nations
She's
into
such a good
chaos
ancestor. She
and
is.
decay, until a spear,
Ooh.
fueled by mortal rage, pierced through the smoke and flames that buried the prophecy of deliverance. Aquila, the celestial sheep, the 100-eyed divine bird crowned with the blazing sun and wielding thunder. Those struck blind in 99 eyes by Nikador, they kept one eye glaring at the children of Twilight who received divine blessing, yet turned their
99
weapons
eyes?
to the gods. The Chrysos heir of the sky, Seliosi, the Day Thunder Knight, ascended the forbidden lands of the Eye of Twilight at dusk, clad in wings.
Ooh, this is a good story.
To her left was the lion-headed Solibus the Sunlit Wings, whose roars breathed divine flames and scorched the world.
Yeah, and how do you feel about being a normal enemy, like a boss enemy in, like, some Divergent universe?
To her right was the horse-bodied Lunibus, the Moonlit Plume, whose graceful steps trampled the stars in the heavens.
The Lunibus looks amazing, though. Like, the Lunibus model is amazing to look at.
The warrior and her two beasts challenged the ruler of the sky, determined to seize the divine core flame through plunder. The Titans' every roar summoned lightning bolts, and their every movement stirred cyclones. The wounded Titan's blood poured down like boiling rain upon the world and converged into scalding torrents. In the final moments of battle, the sunlit wings set the Titan's wings aflame, while the moonlit plume sealed the divine body. The battered hero of the sky, with her wings broken and her body covered in wounds, struggled to lift her spear and pierced the last monstrous eye.
So, does that mean Aquila is technically blind?
The Titan's divine body crashed to the ground, and with it, the sky tore apart like fabric, about to fall with its god. The fear and pleas of mortals urged the hero of the sky to rise again. Seliosi, the Day Thunder Knight, the first of the Chrysos heirs to slay a god in this world, charged into the crumbling body of Aquila with her two fearless winged companions.
And took it back to the sky?
She merged with the Titan, holding up the sky once more, only to leave behind a powerful message for the world.
Oh no.
My descendants will be blessed and cross the rainbow bridge back to the sky. At the end of the prophecy of Genesis, they will reclaim the core flame from my hands.
So we're not just taking down Aquila. We're not just taking down Aquila, we're taking down a previous hero. The Dawn Thunder. Oh boy. A few days later at Dawn Cloud.
Today's the day.
Wow, I didn't expect it to be so lively up here. Are these people here to send off the Chrysos heirs?
There's Finan. Let's go talk to him.
Let's go talk to Finan. You know what? Ooh, Titan Echoes. I think I'm not gonna run too over long today, so I think let me listen to Titan Echoes. Divine Echo, World Bearer, carefully Throne of Worlds. Eternal and exalted bearer, boundless light, through your divine visage, holiness is revealed, and the beautiful dawn arrives. Beginning and end of all things. Okay, every inch of me is saying I should probably, this is probably like the best portion to stop on, because everything is going to be full throttle on Saturday. So we're going to be doing a whole bunch more on Saturday. We're going to go full crazy. We're going to be finishing this up on Saturday. I think we're at least still a little over a quarter of the way in. So we've still got like a lot of time on our hands. Let me check the achievement list. Oh, are we actually at the halfway point? Are we actually at the halfway point? Oh, that makes so much sense. Kind of. Oh, this is like the fluffy puffy story. Yep, this is probably like a good spot to stop because we're gonna be in there for a bit of a long haul on Saturday. So I'm going to pop over here into the just chatting portion. I had a lot of fun. We're definitely gonna be doing a heck of a lot more on Saturday and wrapping this all up in a nice pretty little package, because I don't want to stay overly long and I don't get caught up in a POV that I'm trapped in. So we're definitely gonna finish this up on Saturday. I don't want to say tomorrow, Saturday. Saturday I will have the most amount of time, and when we start that bright and early, it'll be fine. Let's see. I am just investigating. Give me 2 minutes. I'm going to pop up my thing here. I'm glad we're at the halfway point. I'm happy we are at the halfway point, because that's probably a good thing to stop here, so that way I can get some proper sleep early tonight. So let me take a quick gander real quick. Let's see. I guess bit of a quiet evening tonight. It seems like we're on a bit of a quiet evening tonight, so we're not going to worry too much about rating this. I'm not going to worry about redirecting and rating tonight, so yeah. So once again, I'm going to thank everybody for coming out tonight. I know this one's a little bit shorter, but we're at the halfway point, or at least a little bit close to it. But yeah, we'll be definitely finishing this up on Saturday. You're welcome. I hope to see you guys on Saturday when I open up the very first Super Chat incentive. Because in case you didn't see that little target up there in the little corner, it's a little goal symbol. And I can write anything on there. And I'm excited to have that given an opportunity for it to have a use. I'm excited. So, but for now, I'm going to bounce out. I will see everybody on Saturday. And have a good rest of your night. Bye bye. Bye bye. One second. Let me. Bye. Hey, Peacherine says bye bye too. Here you go, buddy. See you guys later. Bye.